Thank you, Governor. Your Excellency, President of the Republic of Kenya and Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Forces, all protocols observed, ladies and gentlemen, I think this is the third day we are here for this particular function. The first day we had Somali Day, yesterday we had the Kenyan Day, and today we are having the East African Community Day, which is also our official opening day. Your Excellency, we have had support from ICA, ITC, sorry. We have had a big support of ICT. ICT supported us when we had the global MSME ministerial conference in South Africa in July. And that particular function, Your Excellency, was very well attended, and it was one of the first functions that ministers all over the world met to discuss about MSMEs. And out of that meeting, 3 issues were agreed on to be scaled up at various countries' level and various regions. And that's why, as Kenya, we decided that this be scaled up at this level, at the regional level. And we have heard the comments from the Secretary General. 3 areas were agreed: access to finance, and you know what we are doing as a country in that particular area. The other one was digital transformation. You know how important that area is for our country. And the last one was green technology financing. Those are the 3 critical areas we agreed during the ministerial conference, global ministerial conference in Johannesburg. But as Kenya, we have added on market access. That is very crucial for our people. And you remember when you were out there, most of those traders were talking about market access. They are using this opportunity of the protocol that was signed in 1999 to create network, create a market for themselves. I'm grateful that you have spared time to come and attend this particular meeting. During our meeting yesterday, and we had as many people attending, we agreed on quite a number of issues that I will use this opportunity to read it out. And as the chair of the East African Community Summit, this particular document will be scaled up to that level so that as the summit, you also adopt it for implementation in various countries. So, Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, I will read a communique of the East African Community MSME Ministerial Roundtable. And I read, we, the representatives of the East Africa Community, EAC governments, and private sector stakeholders, convened for the East African Community MSME Ministerial Roundtable in Nairobi on November 10th, 2025, to advance the commitments made under the Global SME Ministerial Call to Action held in Johannesburg in July 2025. This roundtable marks a significant regional milestone in our collective efforts to support the international competitiveness of micro, small, and medium enterprises, recognizing their central role in transforming trade and improving livelihood in line with the Sustainable Development Goals. We reaffirm the importance of MSME as engine of innovation, employment, and inclusive growth, and acknowledge their contribution to environmental sustainability and social cohesion across the East African region. The roundtable provided a platform to access regional awareness on the insights provided by the global MSME ministerial white papers, which concentrated on best practices, challenges, and opportunities in the area of access to finance, digital transformation, and green transition. The discussions included the need for tailored regulatory reforms and capacity building initiatives that reflect the unique structural vulnerabilities of East African community economies, especially those affecting women and youth-led enterprises. Delegates highlighted best practices and actionable solutions to improve MSMEs' access to affordable financing, including through partnerships with financial institutions and the development of inclusive financial literacy program. The meeting emphasized the importance of accelerating digital transformation by expanding access to reliable digital infrastructure, promoting digital skills development, and fostering innovation, friendly regulatory environments. The roundtable highlighted the urgency of supporting MSME in their green transition, including through targeted green finance mechanism, technical assistance, and collaboration with business support organizations. The ministerial meeting welcomed the continued engagement with the International Trade Center, ITC, I was calling it ITA, ITC, bringing countries together to collaborate in supporting MSMEs' competitiveness and facilitating knowledge exchange across borders. Delegates expressed strong support for the ongoing period of intersessional technical meetings and regional dialogue to maintain momentum and prepare for the next global MSME ministerial meeting in the year 2027. The delegates appealed to various governments to fast-track regulations and discussions on non-tariff barriers for purposes of cross-border trade and use of AFC FTA as a tool for market aggregation. The meeting seeks to translate the outcome of the East African Community MSME Ministerial Roundtable into concrete actions with measurable impact and to working closely with ITC and other partners to build resilient, inclusive, and sustainable MSME ecosystem across the East African Community region. May this communique be presented at the upcoming East African Community Leaders Summit in November 24th to 29th in Kenya, to be included into the chairperson's statement in order to reaffirm the East African commitment to the ongoing work in the development of MSME. The Nairobi Declaration is signed on Tuesday, 11th November 2025. We, East African governments and International Trade Center, ITC met on the margins of the East African Community MSME Trade Fair to begin the process of implementation of the call to action of the Global MSME Ministerial Conference. And for your information, Your Excellency, this was signed by me on the behalf of Kenya government, and it was also signed by the Secretary General of the East African Community and signed by the Executive Director of International Trade Center, ITC. And I thank you very much for your attention. Now, Your Excellency, I take this opportunity now to invite you to come and address this gathering here, and I know they are eager to listen to you. And thank you very much for honoring our invitation. Asante.
Thank you very much, Minister. Please, let's take our seats. Thank you very much for